turn it up. Hello, Miss Hart here, coming at you for LT2. Hello, everybody. Especially ninth period. Shout out to you and the sub that is pausing me when I need to be paused. Today's lesson, you are on page 6 of your packet. So please make sure everyone is on page 6 and has a pencil and a calculator and they are ready to go. If they are, here we go. All right, guys, today we are taking it up a notch. The last 2 days we did one-step equations. The next 2 days we are tackling the two-step. And there is a song that I can sing you. It does a two-step. If I was here on Monday, I would do the two-step boogie with you, but I'll have to do it on Tuesday. Anyway, steps are the same. You locate that variable. You use the inverse operations. Now, we have to work backwards of PEMDAS, which is called SADMAP. Okay, you have to get rid of adding and subtracting first. Then you can tackle multiplication and division. Okay, this is just 2 steps to get your answer. Here we go. Okay, page 6. Okay, so for these ones, we have to, again, you're still looking to see where your variable is. Our variable is on that right side, correct? We have to get the variable by itself. So first I have to get rid of that positive 10 right there. That positive 10. It's not attached to the negative behind it. It's not. Look at the sign in front of the number. It's a positive. So in order to get rid of a positive number, we subtract. Okay? 7 minus 10 is -3. And then we bring down the equal sign, we bring down the negative, and we bring down the x. Okay? Don't forget the negative out in front because that's very important. Remember, as mathematicians, we don't like writing numbers in front of variables. So that's really a -1 sitting there. I don't want negative x to be my answer. You need to have a positive x. So in order to get rid of the negative, you are going to divide both sides by -1. Because what happens on the left, I end up with -3 divided by -1. I get +3, and then the negative x divided by -1 becomes a positive x. Okay? And there is your solution. 3 equals x. Okay? Pause me if needed. Here we go. Number 2. Again, I have a +20 out there. I have a +20. So to get rid of a +20, we are going to subtract 20 from both sides. Okay? On the left, those 20s will eliminate each other. On the right, 21 minus 20 becomes 1. And look, I bring down the negative in front of our variable. Okay, after doing enough of these, you might understand what's going to happen. It's just going to switch both the signs. When you divide both sides by -1, because you don't want negative r, you just want r, it's going to change the sign on the left, and it will change the sign on the right. So -r becomes r, +1 becomes -1. Boop, boop, boop. You can check if you want, but they are correct. Okay, pause the video if students are still writing. Number 3. Variables on the right side. I got a -6 out there. So to get rid of something negative, okay, to get rid of a negative, a subtracting sign, we're going to add 6 to both sides first. -21 plus 6. You end up with -15, bringing down that negative in front of m. Got to get rid of it. Can't have a negative in our life, people. So we divide both sides by -1. -15 divided by -1 is a +15. 15 equals m. We are done. One more together. Looking at question number 4, we have 18 minus x equals 10. So I've got to get rid of that +18 first. I do that by subtracting 18 from both sides. I bring down the negative in front of the variable. 10 minus 18 is -8. To get rid of multiplying by -1, to get rid of that negative in front, we're going to divide both sides by -1. We end up with x equal 8. X equal 8. Okay. All right, the next 2 examples are you tries. So go ahead and pause the video and try the examples. All right, here we go. So did you subtract 16 first? 22 minus 16, you get 6. Bringing down that -k, dividing both sides by -k, you get -6 equal k. For 6, did you look at the -17 and get rid of it by adding 17 to both sides? -33 plus 17 gave you a -16. Bring down that negative. Can't have -r, so we divide both sides by -1, and we end up with 16 equals r. Okay? That's the first type we're doing today. Next type, here we go. Woo, remember, you've got to get rid of the adding and subtracting first. This is where showing your work, guys, I can't stress enough. You have to show your steps. So we have 4 times r minus 3 equals negative 33. To get rid of subtracting 3, you're going to add 3 to both sides. The phone rang, so I paused it. I don't really remember what I last said. So here we go. You should add 3 to both sides. So 4r you would bring down. Negative 31 plus 3, you get negative 28. Okay, now okay, so we got rid of addition and subtraction. Now we move on to multiplication or division. So in order to get rid of multiplying by 4, we're going to divide both sides by 4. R equals negative 7. 2 steps. Adding and subtracting first, then multiplication and division. Pause the video if you need to. I am running out of time, so I've got to go quicker. Here we go. Try not to. All right, we got r divided by 3 plus 8 equals 10. Again, let's get rid of adding and subtracting first. So I see adding 8, so I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides. Bring down the r divided by 3, and that equals 2. Then, ladies and gentlemen, how do we get rid of dividing by 3? Multiply by 3. I really hope someone said that. So you would multiply both sides by 3. You would end up with r on the left and 6 on the right, because 2 times 3 is 6. Okay. 7. My variable's on the right side this time. That's fine. We're still getting rid of the adding and subtracting. So there's that little lowly little 1 right there. We've got to get rid of it. We're going to subtract it because it's positive. So to get rid of it, you subtract. 91 minus 1 is 90. Bring down your 6v. How do we get rid of multiplying by 6? We divide by 6. It's probably not what you sound like, but in my head you do. 90 divided by 6 is 15. 15 equals v. I hope it does. I made this on a Friday. But anyway, here we go. Another one together. Ah, yes. Okay, on the right side, we got to get rid of adding 8. So we get rid of adding 8 by subtracting 8 from both sides. 8 minus 8 is 0. Do not be afraid of the 0, people. It is a number. It's allowed to be a number. Don't freak out. Everything's fine. On the right side, I have a divided by 4. So I've got to get rid of dividing by 4 by multiplying both sides by 4. And that's okay. 4 times 0 is 0. You know, the property of 0. You guys loved that, and that's fine. 0 can be an answer. A equals 0. Alrighty then. You try. All right, go ahead, try the examples. Pause the video, have them try it, and then unpause me. Okay, here I go. They should have subtracted 3 first. Then they would have brought down the x over 4. 1 minus 3 gets you negative 2. How do we get rid of dividing by 4? We're going to multiply both sides by 4. We end up with x equal negative 8. Negative 8. And the crowd goes wild. There's nobody in here right now. All right, number 6. Variables on the right side. We got negative 4a minus 9. So let's get rid of that subtracting 9 by adding both sides 9. Negative 61 plus 9 is negative 52. Bring down the negative 4a. How do we get rid of multiplying by negative 4a? We're going to divide both sides by negative 4. Negative 52 divided by negative 4 equals 13. A equals 13. All right. Now, just hand out my classwork. Everybody try it. Hand it in if you get done. If it's not, it's done for homework. I hope that went well. Shout out to Ms. McMahon and LWT if you're there. Thank you so much. I will see you all tomorrow. Miss LaHart out.